So guys, let's talk about how we can build the basement floor. Like I promised in the last section of the plan where we created the second floor plan. I earlier I stated in the last video. Please, if you have not watched that video, please make sure you hit this button. I dropped the link for the previous tutorial on how we created this plan. But I am trying to notice something like I feel there are some materials that have not been updated here. Um, some materials have not been updated. I don't know if that should be maybe whether it's my library update. I don't know why it has not working, but I believe when my library updates, that is going to be working perfectly fine. It's going to work perfectly fine. So for now, let's see how we can create. So what am I trying to do? We want to have a basement where we are going to have another deck supporting under this one. Like we are going to have a deck here, then we're going to have a beam because the house is going to be like a wooden structure, which I will personally supervise myself because I plan on using like 10 feet for the foundation, 10 feet concrete for the foundation. But for now, we are going to build the basement. Remember, we've done creating the second floor, so you can watch the video for this one. You can watch the video how we created this this top floor. Then right away we're gonna create how. This is a porch, but I can decide to make it an open porch. Maybe by making the ceiling, I can. I don't decide to make this an open porch. Maybe by I will, all I have to do is to remove this place. So let's jump into this now and create the basement. Please watch out how I create it. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel, which is permitdraft.com, where you learn how to use cheap architect, construction drawing, Revit, and 3D modeling in this channel. So always make sure that you watch our tutorial and also create your interior. So I also made this. Let me show you. I'm trying to create the interior for this kitchen. This is the kitchen. So we're also trying to create the interior of this kitchen. So you can see I created some furniture features. There are some features I added here, but which I could not find, but I believe I'll find them later. So you see how it looks for now. So let's go ahead and create the basement. How do you create the basement? First, you have to go to your first floor. I'm already on my first floor. Now I'm going to create and use foundation to create the basement plan. So I'll go to my build that floor and come to foundation. The minimum height, I can leave it at maybe 8 feet. If that is much, I'll leave it 7 feet standard. Then I'll create, it's asking me derive new foundation plan from the first floor. So this basement floor is going to be like the foundation is cellar floor. Then I created this one now. Now you can see we have our basement. Now this is what I was trying to explain, that I would like us to have another supporting bed, maybe somewhere from here. Then it's going to be supported by these beams or these beams. But having this basement right now, I still need to configure something. Like maybe I'll try to use a normal wall, like just to make it a wall, not basically a concrete foundation for now. So I would like to change them to wall. Maybe not all, but at least just to make it look like a precise and natural floor plan when you look at the PDF or when you look at the document. So I'll try to create this here. No, I'm just trying to make it to have a a shape or symmetric shape. So I might probably not need this interior because we're going to try to take the reference from the first floor. Maybe we will have to create a room here, but that is not what we are going to do here. But I can have already show you what it's going to look like when working with a architect. So we have this right now. Now, when you look at this plan, this is the basement, this is the first floor, this is the second floor. We're going to have a terrain and a floor terrain. But before we have this terrain, I would like us to build the deck support here. So we're going to go to the floor plan, set on the basement, which we already have our reference here. We're going to build our deck support here. So we'll come here, we're going to pick a line here. I will create our deck railings. So we can quickly have our deck support below the first floor deck, because I'm trying to make this like a wooden structure. Then I'll come here, I'll come here so they can lap together. I want them to just lap together. Okay, even fine, even creating my without creating my what's it called? Without creating my terrain feature, I'm able to see what I have for now. So what is the next thing I'm going to do right now? I want to create my terrain on the first level. So I'll go to first level. I'm going to create my terrain here. And I'm going to give this terrain some slope, because when you look at it, it's kind of going to be covering my you can see there are no texture because my library is not updated. So I feel when the library is updated, all these materials they will all appear here. So if you look at this now, it is somehow at the middle of between the two depths. So what I'm going to do now, I will see. So it means we are going to slope here down. We are going to slope here down, maybe down this way. So I'll show you how to slope this terrain. When you are working on a cheap architect, I'll show you how you can slope down this terrain. I'll show you how you can slope it down. So we're going to try something that way. Then I'll come to my terrain feature. Yeah, I'll come to my terrain feature. So I'll come to my uh, terrain feature here. So I'll go to my terrain and I will ensure I'll pick a line, but tools. This version has given us the slope already, so it's telling us 0. So what we're gonna do is we are going to see how we can do this one. Let's try and give it a line of 60 and see the direction. Okay, now you can see it gave us the direction to the rear area. So the reason why I said that it's going to be working on this. So you try to make it. So I have this now. So I think there's something we can do. Also, I don't know if we can increase this to 70 and see what we have for. I'm not sure that's going to solve the problem, because I want us to see the clock. So, what if we create a terrain hole, maybe by creating some areas here. Maybe let's just have something here to open up this area, this area here. Then we'll design this area here. So and see if we have something open. Okay, we have something here open. Maybe we can adjust the we need to adjust the height, but we can leave it for now. We can equally leave this for now because this is what we are looking for. So what is the next thing? The next thing I'm going to be doing right here, I want to create a beam here. We're going to create beams here. We are going to create beams here so they can join together, and there's going to be another ceiling to beam. But we can remove this if we really want. If you don't want that, you can remove one. But first, we are going to ignore this and create a new one. And what we're going to do, click this. I'm going to open the box and restyle. And if you look at materials, this is the reason why some materials are not appearing on the walls and in the even in the interiors because they are not updated. The moment they're updated, you're going to see the materials. So I'm going to restyle. Then I will select post to bin. So this is another bin. It's going to support that. But we can decide also to remove the other bin. We can decide to remove that bin. So we're going to create this bin, which is also another wooden structure, and we can easily have our detailing from here. Let's see what we have now if we go that direction. So right now we have the bin connecting to the top level. So you see, this is why I said that this is going to be like a wooden structure design which we are making. But before we go there, let's try and create another bin here. Please, if you have not subscribed to this channel, please make sure you hit the likes, share this video to your friends so they can know how to maneuver this program. Now, you see we have another pin there. You see, it's taking some good shape here right now since we are connecting this bit. I want to make this color to be maybe something like I want to make it something like a normal color of a wooden structure, but that is for later. I just want to have some of this deck being connected here. I want to have them being connected. Erase style. I'm going to post to bin. Then yeah. I'm going to come here again. After this, I think we'll build the roof for the next tutorial. So here right now, we have this thing. So you can see it is already taking shape. It is already taking shape. Let's create this long one, post to be, and see what we are having right now. So I want to see we have double deck, which I feel we can remove this. And I'm actually asking me if I want to remove that. I don't want to look double that way. Now, this is how you create your basement and terrain. If you like this tutorial and you want to continue to see a lecture like this, please make sure you subscribe, hit the like button so that whenever we drop a lesson like this, you'll be the first person to be notified by the active. So you can see how it's looking. The building is looking shape and it's now looking perfectly like a wooden design. It is looking like a wooden structure. As you can see, it's looking like a wooden structure. The reason why you're having this because we are not going to have a ceiling here. We are not going to have a ceiling here because it's just like an open structure. It's going to look like an open structure. So you can see I've removed that space. But we have a little door here. So you can see. So if you enjoyed this tutorial, please make sure you like and subscribe. So we created the terrain, we created the second floor. And on our next lecture, we are going to work on the roof and materials. Thank you for watching once again.